Hello guys, what's up? I'm back with another video. Now if you're wondering why I'm recording today, well, it's because something happened about 5 years ago today, and I have to share it with you guys. Sorry about my shirt there for a second. So what happened 5 years ago today on February 22nd, 2021, there was this loud noise that sounded like thunder. And it was over at my old Victory Church just a couple miles down the street. And let me tell you how the story begins, shall we? Excuse me for a second. But anyways, would you guys love to hear about what happened? Okay, here we go. So, it was a typical evening on Monday, February the 22nd of 2021. And because Mom had to do something else today, I had to go with my father to my church because he had to do some worship practice. And that means that they had to rehearse for doing some worship music that we do on Sunday. And kind of like today, it was a little bit cold and chilly, and there was a little bit of snow on the ground, just a few chunks of snow. Okay, so it's just a typical day. I'm just going there, playing with my phone, chilling, doing absolutely nothing. The band starts playing some worship songs, play music, and then all of a sudden, I hear this loud sound that sounded like a sonic boom. It sounded like, but instead of just being one noise, it was a loud rumble that lasted longer than any other sound usually was. And it was actually so loud that everybody that was rehearsing to play worship stopped playing music because it was so loud that I think it actually vibrated the building a little bit. And I didn't go outside right immediately because I didn't know what it was at first. And then so, okay, I go outside, I run outside, and then it just hear like this muffle of noise. And then I look up in the sky, and then all of a sudden, I know what the loud noise actually was. What I saw, folks, was an aircraft. So that noise was actually a plane that looked like it was flying here very, very slowly over our church building. Okay, so this is the church right here, and this is the aircraft. It was too high for me to see what it was, but it looked like it was just slowly flying like this and hovering in midair across the sky. Okay, so I go outside, try to pull up my camera and record a video of what the aircraft actually was. And I actually have a video right here to show you guys of a recording of what I saw when I went outside to see the airplane. So take a minute to watch this video and just listen to how loud this actually is. Here's the video right now. Wow. Holy crap, that plane is loud. Oh, hi there.
What was it, Eli?
It was a very loud airplane. It's way over there. Holy crap, that was loud. What the heck? What kind of plane would make that loud of a sound? I think it was some sort of jet.
I'll come back inside. It's cold out.
Here. Is it? Well, it must have been very loud at sound earlier. Gosh, guys, did you hear that? What was that, a fighter jet? Was it an airliner? What was it making a loud sound? Anyway, if you like and subscribe, what the heck, goodbye. Well, what did you guys think? Was the airplane pretty loud? Could you understand my voice? And me saying like, what the heck is this aircraft? Well, that was me when I went outside to look at the aircraft. And if you want to know what that other guy's voice in the background, yeah, that's another guy that plays on our worship team. His name is Rodney Bayer, and he plays worship practice with us. The question he asked me was, what was that, Eli? And then I responded by saying, it's not one of those loud airplanes. It's right up there. And I'm sorry that you weren't able to see the aircraft, you guys. Yeah, I didn't get a very good angle. I wasn't able to zoom up on the airplane because it was so high up. It looked like it was above 6,000 feet in the air, and it was just really hard. And back then, my phone didn't have a very good zoom, so that's why I wasn't able to zoom up and saw a picture. I'm sorry, guys, but yep, that is just one memory I want to share that happened about 5 years ago on this day. Only it wasn't on Sunday, it was on Monday. And okay, I know it was an aircraft, but okay, this is what really puzzles my brain. I know it was an aircraft, but the only question I have is what kind of plane would it have been? I mean, some people might have thought it was actually hovering over the building and stopped. But actually, there's only two aircrafts that can hover, and that is the AVAB Harrier jump jet and the F-35B. Now, the F-35B is the United States Marine Corps fighter jet, and that aircraft actually has the ability to fly and hover in midair. And that is because, unlike other aircrafts, the AVAB Harrier jump jet, AV-8B, however you call the name, I'm just going to call it the Harrier. The first name's hard to spell. Well, the Harrier jump jet actually has this ability, unlike other fighter jets who have an engine, those fighter jets that can hover can actually turn their engine nozzle downward. And when that nozzle is downward, it presses the thrust and nozzle down towards the ground, and that is what gets it the ability to hover in midair in the sky. Not only can the Harrier hover, but the F-35B. Now, the F-35B is just another model for the F-35A Lightning II, but unlike the F-35 Lightning II and the F-35C, the F-35B can actually hover as well too, because it has the same engine. It's one of those single jet engines, and its thrust presses downward, and that gives the aircraft the ability to hover. Sorry, that was his voice. So even if the plane was hovering, it could have been either one of those two jets, but I highly doubt it was a fighter jet because we don't have any, I do not live near any Air Force base with jets, but we do have this one Air Force base. It's all the way in Bloomington, and it's called Crane Naval Base. My mom actually thought that was Crane Navy Base, and she thought the plane came from there, but I don't think it did. Or some people actually thought it was a UFO, unidentified flying object. But we all know there's no such thing as UFOs. So I don't think it was UFO. My perspective is it could have just been one of those loud airplanes, and it could just be making a loud echoing sound, hovering or just flying over the sky. Because sometimes, if you guys don't know, regular passenger planes can actually sound louder when they're flying overhead. And that is because if it's sometimes cloudy, the sound balances off and echoes off the clouds, and that's what makes the airplane sound louder than it was. So it probably could have been that and just a regular passenger aircraft, like a Boeing 737, a 757, or a 777. Any of those commercial airliners. So yep, whatever the mystery lies ahead, I think it's just one of those things that could have just happened. Anyways, I don't think I have anything left to share in this video. Just want to show you guys the 5th anniversary of what that happened just ago today. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think that airplane you saw in the video sounded like. If you guys are big into aviation. Or if you guys are still unsure, you can just leave a comment saying good job Eli, that's a great video, and I'll reply by saying thank you. Anyways, that's it for this video now. Just wanted to show you guys what I think about what had happened and what happened this year today. And the time it happened was around 6:20 p.m. I think it happened around 6:10, 6:15, and 6:20. Yeah, 6:20 p.m. Anyways, that's it for this video. And if you loved it, then please like, subscribe, and enable post notifications down below so you'll be notified when I upload new videos to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video later. And that is it. Bye-bye.